That's my badge. Welcome back to Ever Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Ever Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Zootopia. Zootopia is a 2016 theatrical release about a bunny who dreams of becoming a police officer and to prove herself solves the biggest case in the city with help from an unlikely friend. It's directed by Byron, Howard, Richmore, and Jared Bush. Cinematography by Nathan Warner. Supervising animation done by Nathan Engelbardt, Ginnifer Hager, Robert Christian Huth, Kehtomaki, and Chad Sellers. Editing by Jeremy Milton and Fabienne. Rawley. Music by Michael Giacchino, and it's written by Jared Bush and Phil Johnston. The film stars Ginnifer Goodwin as Judy Hopps, Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde, Idris Elba as Chief Bogo, and Jenny Slate as Bellwether. Byron Howard pitched 6 story ideas to John Lasseter, all surrounding anthropomorphic animals because he wanted to get back to that reality like Robin Hood. Zootopia emerged from a few ideas. He wanted to make a city for animals made by animals. John Lasseter really liked that idea and even suggested he combined a few of his ideas like the 1960s spy movie with the Pug from Outer Space movie. Jared Bush was brought on to write, and as they worked, they ended up working with the Story Brain Trust, which I've talked about before, and they kind of ditched the 60s settings and went more for police procedural instead of spy, and they landed on Nick Wilde being the main character and Judy Hopps being the sidekick, and then through further work, they realized that the story would be a lot more interesting if Judy was the main character and Nick Wilde was her sidekick. Research took place all over. They went to the Animal Kingdom, they went to Kenya, they went to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. They also went to a natural history museum and looked at fur underneath microscopes. 800,000 forms of mammals were created for the film, all to make it really authentic. They met with the Americans with Disabilities Act specialists and HVAC designers to see how they could create a city that worked with all environments and all mammals ranging from 2 inches to 27 feet. And then in late May 2015, Ginnifer and Jason were cast. Last time they did fur was for Bolt, so they needed to create a new system. They did. It was called iGroom, which allowed millions of pieces of fur for any animals that needed it, shading, control, all that good stuff. They also used the Hyperion renderer for the second time. They also had Nitro, which was like a real-time display thing to allow more consistency. And then they actually worked on this mostly in a warehouse in North Hollywood because Walt Disney Studios Animation was being renovated. The film had a $150 million budget and made $1.025 billion in the box office. It has alternate titles Zootropolis and Zoomania. It has a 98% Rotten Tomatoes consensus. The brilliantly well-rounded Zootopia offers a thoughtful, inclusive message that's as rich and timely as its sumptuously state-of-the-art animation, all while remaining fast and funny enough to keep younger viewers entertained. It won Best Animated Feature. They did get sued by Esplande Productions because they said they pitched a show called Zootopia in 2008 and 2009 to Disney. The judge threw it away because he said the only things that were even remotely similar were themes, and you can't copyright themes. The film has a card game, it's got a graphic novel, it had Zootopia Land in Shanghai just opened. They're changing the Bugs Life show in the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom to a Zootopia one. They just had Zootopia Plus come out on Disney Plus. They have a comic that started in January 2025, and supposedly Zootopia 2 is set for November 2025 release. The animation is beautiful. I think all the animals look really great. I think the creativity of the city is what sets this above. I don't think it's like the most artistic or dynamic in its lighting. Not that that's a bad thing. It just is a little bit more blanket, or like, you know, not as stylized, which is fine. But the animals look incredible. The environment, set, production, the city, all of it looks so good. So absolute kudos. I think they deserve Best Animated Feature of that year. Alright, so we have a prey versus predator setup right in the beginning where she talks about how way back when the predators would hunt the prey, and then they evolved, and now they can all be buddies and they can have jobs and do whatever they want. You know, it's funny because the kid's like, I can be an actuary. Like, so cute. And she wants to be a police officer. But then it's also a really great setup because this movie is obviously a very huge commentary on racism. You know, the fact that there's no bunny police officer. She's the first bunny police officer because people don't believe she can do it. And then, you know, bunnies can call each other cute, but no one else can call bunnies cute. Like, it's a very big commentary on racism and stereotyping, and, you know, as much as, like, they've evolved, there's still that innate prejudice toward each other. So it's very interesting to see it in that way. I think it's a really great lesson and commentary on it because it breaks it down into, not that it's not teachable, let me be clear, but it breaks it down into a very teachable format that makes it kind of like, you see, it's ridiculous. And it also can show how it's systemic and takes big time things happening to break a lot of stuff. So I think obviously it's a very beautiful message and way to go about that. Absolutely. The message in the beginning where her parents are like, we gave up on our dreams and we settled. That's how we're happy. Big oof. So that's obviously another lesson we're learning is like, don't give up on your dreams. Where anyone can be anything type situation. Clawhauser, funny, cute, adorable. The Godfather moment in this is probably my it's just so funny because the fact that like he saved her daughter, so now he is like now they're besties and she can count on him for stuff. The fact, like, you know, they go to ice Duke Weaseltown and he's like, she's the godmother of my future grandchild. Like, it's so good. I love it so much. Like, I'm gonna name her Judy. Aww. It's probably my favorite running gag in the movie. Like, it's just when he kisses her on either side of her cheek and she pulls back and Nick is in the background, like, it's my favorite. It's so funny. My other favorite, I love this movie. Like, I've loved it since I saw it when it came out. But my other favorite part of this movie is, oh, Gary, you're gonna start a howl. Oh, it's so funny. I just can't with the Timberwolves. That's also really good. And then Nick is hilarious. Obviously, Judy's great. I just think it's a really well-rounded movie. I can't agree more with the 98% Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's a really solid score. I think this movie hits a lot of really great marks, and it also flies. Everything's important. Everything is essential. This movie moves. It's really good. Favorite part? Probably the dumb bunny makeup scene between Judy and Nick, because I love them and I love their relationship. Least favorite? Probably when her and Nick fight. I hate that. That made my heart sad. And then recommend? Yes, of course. Watch again? Yes, of course. This is a frequenter. I love this one. It's up there with the others that I like to circle back to. That's pretty much everything I have. This one is great. If you've never seen it, I definitely recommend. I will be watching it again for sure. And that's everything I have. So my final rating is 10. Should I choose bunnies? Should I just do bunnies because it's Judy? 10 bunnies out of 10. Our total movie count is. Parent death toll and cry count are still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials to find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. I got a tier starting at just $1. We get every week early. Tiers above that, you get daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Until next time. No, buy merch. Oh my gosh. Can't forget merch. Buy merch. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I'm not in charge of your life. You are, so you, and don't be bellwether about it. Did I change that to blue? I think I did. Okay, bye.